Once again, team, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Risk Media. We thank you for being here. And today we're going to look at one of the high-profile murder case investigation that actually it has now been ongoing, which actually it has caught the attention of even political leaders, especially from the opposition. This was after the revelation that was made by the leader for the opposition, that is Mr. Gachagua. That is the leader for one of the leaders of opposition, DCP leader, Gachagua, whereby he revealed that one of the police officers, several police officers from Kikuyu Police Station, they had been involved in this murder, and that actually they were the one that had perpetrated this murder. And we saw after that, the following day, we saw that the DCI boss, that is Amin, came and he was able to prove the same, where he said that the DCI is probing the three officers implicated in the murder. So the death of Dr. Victoria Mutiso, what do we know so far? What we know is that the main suspect who are involved in this case is that they were promised 1.5 million to perpetrate this case. And the manhunt for the three police officers actually is ongoing. And we've seen that officers who were implicated in this were actually Inspector Kipkemboi Sang, that is from Delhi Police Post, then Bet Kiplangat from the Goto Police, and then Elijah Kibelion Karinde Police Post. So, and who actually was the prime suspect who pulled the trigger is Elijah Kibelion Karinde. So what is the twist in this, and how did these three police officers involved in this? So the murder weapon had been issued to Inspector Kipkemboi Sang. Issued to Kipkemboi Sang, which later he gave it to Elijah Kibelion. I want you to understand that too. So Inspector Sang was issued with the murder weapon, that is the pistol that was used. But then he gave it to Elijah Kibelion, who perpetrated this crime. So Inspector Kipkemboi Sang, according to the witnesses and according to the information that we have on the ground, is a familiar face to the Goro resident, having worked there for less than 6 months. And if we dig deeper into this, we can see that he actually he was transferred 6 months ago, and this was actually after the demonstration where the locals had demonstrated following the death of one of the students, Victor Karani. So after the demonstration is where now some of the police officers, including the OCS, they were transferred. So for him now, he was now then transferred to Nderi Police Post, which is actually within the same police within Kiambu. Let's look at the Inspector Elijah Kibelion, the one who was given the murder weapon by Sang. So by Kibelion Sang. So if we look at what is the one who is actually Elijah Kibelion is the one who pulled the trigger. And according to the information online and everywhere, is that he actually he was serving at Karinde Police Post, which is actually under Kikuyu Police Station. He has actually served 6 years in prison. So this was actually after where he had actually previously been tried over the murder of one of the students, Stephen Gishui Joroge. And according to this case is that the 6 police officers, including Elijah, they were actually in prison for 6 years. This is actually because they had killed Stephen Gishui and injured others because they had mistaken them with criminals. Because according to them is that they had suspected them to be committing a crime over the night, but after the investigation and everything, they found that they had actually mistaken them with the criminals. So, and that's why they served 6 years in prison. But then now the question that lies there here is, how did a convict, how did he return back to the service? So that is another detail that we've gotten. I think the National Police Service, NPS, they will be able to come up clear on that, because at the end of the day, on which criteria was he turned back to the service, even after being convicted for 6 years in prison, and then after completing his service, he served, then he was reinstated back to the police force. So how did that happen? So the link between the financiers and the operation team, he was the source of weapon, and after the shooting, he returned the Ititunderi Police Station. So that is one of the that is the revelation that we've received, because, and that's why you see that he's actually the main suspect in this case, because having been the one who pulled the trigger, it is believed that he's the one who can be able to unveil the financiers and the perpetrators, the operation, because he was coordinating the entire operation. So and he was at Nderi Police Post. So after returning the weapon to the armory, he told them that he had at least a sick family member where he wanted to go and attend to him, and that is what actually he told the person who was controlling, the officer was in charge of the armory during that time. So people who've been interrogated, they have described Elijah Kipkemboi as an officer who lived actually a double life, because he was terrorizing the locals, and especially the bars that were operating within his jurisdiction, because he would even go out at night in uniform, not in uniform, alone, without other officers, and he will go terrorize and demand a lot of money from the bars and from bars and other local liquor joints within Nderi area. So what we know is that the police are currently following up on the same, and they are, because the gun that he operated was a Jericho pistol, and he's the one who can be able to link the financiers and the operators of this case. So we're still looking at what the investigation will be, and we're looking forward to see because more people will be arrested in this. We believe so, because right now we just received that the Prado that was used to perpetrate this murder was recovered in Kisii. So, and the police are still looking for another one vehicle, which is also believed to have been used to perpetrate this murder. So we're going to look at how it unfolds, but we have seen that the DCI, they are actually investigating this matter, and they are moving with the speed that is required to unveil this, to dig deeper and be able to unveil all the perpetrators, all the suspects that are there, so that we can know exactly what happened, and those who are guilty, who committed this murder, they are being brought to justice. So we'll keep you updated on what's happening, and we will wait for for the DCI to give us more information on this. Thank you.